So I've just spent some time just settling her down. Now I was speaking to a friend last night about this. So I've actually withdrawn the food. I've withdrawn the food rewards for now. Not forever, but for now. Because whatever she does, it's rewarding to her. So I send her out for a retrieve. She picks it up. She brings it back to me. And then what I do then is reward it. Because I've always done that. I've always rewarded. I always start. Everything starts with positive reinforcement. So I will give that a go to start off with and see how we get on with that. Now, the problem with that, with Thunder, is, like I said, she goes out, she picks up the dummy, she brings it back, I reward it. Great. She gets it. But the other side to that, if she doesn't either go out, or pick it up, find something else to do, that's self-rewarding. So whatever she does, she's still getting rewarded. So everything is rewarding to her. But this has to be, the retrieve has to be the most rewarding part of the activity. It has to become non-negotiable. So by withdrawing the food right now, so I'm not reinforcing I'm giving her a well done, good girl, quick touch, quick stroke, great, nice. But by withdrawing the food, I've just done it a few times and I've withdrawn the food, but added a consequence for her not bringing the dummy back, which is just a verbal consequence. He says, nah, come on, bring it in. Walking away, getting her interested in me. She started to bring it back. So there's only one, although, yeah, she wanders off, that can be self-rewarding, but if I offer a consequence for that, and I get her attention, I get her to come back to me, then I'm going to see a reduction in that. I'm also going to see a reduction in her kind of wanting to bring it back, but not really that bothered, because obviously I'm not reinforcing or trying to force a reinforcement on her for bringing it back. And it's a so fine balance here. It's such a fine balance, and it's difficult to put into words, but whatever she does right now, it is rewarding to her. So I need to look at that balance, and by taking away the reinforcement, I'm more likely to see an increase in that drive. By offering a consequence for disengaging, I'm more likely to see her engaging with me and bringing that dummy back. Once she's doing that on a constant basis without disengaging, then obviously then she sees the retrieve as the reward. So that becomes then the reward. That becomes the reinforcement. So the game becomes the reinforcement. It has to become the number one reinforcement. It has to be her number one priority. It has to be non-negotiable. She can't not bring it back. Like I said, it's a fine balance. But in this beautiful weather, I drove over here and I got stuck in traffic. I'm over at the land and I got stuck in traffic, so it took me a lot of while to get over here. And I've got over here and the heavens have opened and it started to rain. But I'm still pushing her through it. I'm still getting her to work through it. I've just put out a blind for her. I've got her in the back of the truck at the moment. Just put out a blind for her. I'm starting her on a few blinds just to kind of increase that want to get out there. So I'm starting to do that as well. So I've got to try different things. I've got to look at different ways to keep her engaged. And what I don't want to keep doing is using play and using food to reinforce, to try and get her to consistently bring the dummy back when she is still consistently disengaging. There's no point, because it's not out. The reinforcement I'm giving is not outweighing her want to disengage, her want to have a look over there and have a look over there and not bring the dummy back. So it's not outweighing it. So I need to withdraw that and look at a different way to bring her back in and get her to engage with me and stop disengaging. So it's just a different way of looking at it. All right, guys. This is where I've put my blind. She's in the back of the truck, so she didn't see this go out. I threw one out over here, and I'm using the fur covered dummy, the fur wrap, because that seems to get her interest. So I put one up here. She didn't see this go out, like I said. So I'll put it up here. There it is, just there. So we go down, bring her out of the truck, put her up onto the peg here, and then I've done one, and she went out because she was really interested. I've just got to see whether she does it consistently now. So I'll go and get her and bring her up to the peg, and then we'll go from there. Wait. Oh, let's deal. Here. This is here. That's where it is up there. Like I said, she hasn't seen it. Get back. Good girl. A couple of times there she tried to disengage, but by using the whistle and keep calling her back, I got her. She brought it back, put it back to my hand, which is nice. It's still not quite there, but the drive is a lot better. The drive is so much higher now. So it's about continuously building that drive, and her knowing that she cannot disengage at any point.